protesters are fast-moving.
Unlike other big rallies,
Bit earlier at about 7 a.m. A group from
Welcome to #PH Vote 2013.
today on Rappler, Senator Bong Revilla delivers an emotional MTV-style speech directed at his fans that sets social media on fire. Pakistani Taliban storm Pakistan's Karachi airport. And boxer Manny Pacquiao is now a basketball coach in the PBA. Hello, I'm Paterno Esmaquel. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. Senator Bong Revilla delivers an emotionally charged privilege speech before the Senate Monday. He maintains his innocence in the pork barrel corruption scandal. Unlike his first speech in January, Revilla adopts a conciliatory tone with President Benigno Aquino.
Mr. President, nasabi ko na nga po dati, malinis po ang aking konsensya. Ngayon na naisampa na ang kaso laban sa amin, hayaan nyo na pong harapin namin ito sa husgado. Ipaubayan na po natin ito sa korte at doon ko na po ipagtatanggol ang aking sarili. Ang atensyon na itinuon sa amin.
Revilla also urges Aquino to lead the Philippines to unity.
Kung mamarapatin, may panawagan po ako sa ating mahal na Pangulong Aquino. Alam ko pong marami tayong di pa pagkakaunawaan sa usaping politikal, Ginoong Pangulo. Ngunit, iisa lang ang hangarin natin para sa bayan. Lead the country towards unity and not partisanship. Push our nation's interests and not political agenda. Bibihira ang nabibigyan ng pagkakataon na maging Pangulo. At mapalad ka, Ginoong Pangulong Aquino.
On the verge of tears, Revilla pulls out his own list, but it's not a list of officials involved in corruption. It turns out to be a thank you list to honor family, friends, and supporters.
Nagpapasalamat ako sa Diyos na alam kong hindi niya ako bibigyan ng pagsubok na hindi ko malalagpasan. Lord, salamat po sa pagkakataon na higit ko kayong nakilala. Pangalawa po sa aking listahan ay ang aking ama at pamilya na patuloy na nagbibigay sa akin ng lakas at tibay. Daddy, alam ko pong nanonood kayo. I love you. Babangon tayo. To my wife and kids, we shall overcome. Senator Estrada, Cosa, hanggang dito ba naman magkakasama pa tayo? Senator JV, sa maikling panahon ng pagkakasama natin, nakita ko ang puso mo na tulad ng iyong ama. Isa lang ang hiling ko, magbati na kayong magkapatid. Senator Enrile, Manong, I can only wish I live a full life like yours.
At the end of his speech, Revilla plays a music video featuring a song he recorded.
Salamat sa inyong pagmamahal, sa tiwala, pananalig at dasal. Ang pagsubok sa ating buhay ay hindi magtatagal. Katotohanan lilitaw sa gabay ng may kapal.
In the end, he says he's just saying goodbye, and only temporarily. For a social media post of the day, Senator Revilla's speech takes the Philippine online community by storm. Revilla earns public outrage and disbelief, with netizens turning current catchphrase "Boom Panes," a disparaging moniker, into "Bong Panes." Gabriel De Juras tweets, "It's a little insulting to think that the senator thinks he can sway the Filipinos with such theatrics." Joe Desgavilan says, "Revilla pulled a Beyonce on us, debuted the song without prior marketing." Adrian Cuenca uses emoticons to express himself. He says, "This is what I think of his speech." The Janet Napoles parody account says she's hurt. She wasn't mentioned in Revilla's thank you list. Memes using Revilla's TV show Cap's Amazing Stories include memorable phrases associated with his speech, such as "Tama na ang pambebenga" and "My conscience is clear." Someone creates a parody Twitter account at Song Revilla, only to be suspended a few hours after. The Ombudsman files graft charges at the Sandigan Bayan against Senators Revilla, Juan Ponce Enrile, and Jinggoy Estrada Monday, along with at least 7 other key personalities allegedly involved in siphoning of public funds. The latest charges come after a plunder case filed against the three last Friday. It took the Ombudsman nearly 9 months to finish its probe and finalize these charges. Revilla faces 16 counts of graft involving a total of 517 million pesos, along with his chief political staff Richard Cambe, alleged fund diversion mastermind Janet Napoles, and Napoles' driver bodyguard John Raymond de Asis. Enrile faces 15 counts of graft involving a total of 345 million pesos, along with his chief of staff Gigi Reyes, Napoles, John Ronald Lim, and de Asis. Estrada faces 11 counts of graft involving a total of 278 million pesos, along with his staff Pauline Labayen, Napoles, and de Asis. Graft is punishable by imprisonment of 6 to 15 years, permanent disqualification from public office, and government seizure of assets for whatever amount they gained. Plunder, on the other hand, is a non-bailable offense. The net worth of most House leaders increased over the past 4 years. Summaries of the statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth of congressmen show House Speaker Sonny Belmonte is one of the richest lawmakers in the country, with a net worth of 819.75 million pesos. His wealth almost tripled in 2011, a year after he re-entered Congress, following his years as Quezon City Mayor. From 283.3 million pesos in 2010, it went up to 726.22 million pesos in 2011. Belmonte attributes the increase to the sale of his shares in the Philippine Star to businessman Manuel Pangilinan. In comparison, House Majority Floor Leader Neptali Gonzales records a net worth of 18.34 million pesos in 2013, a big drop from his 42.48 million pesos net worth in 2010. On Sunday, China defends deploying an oil rig in waters also claimed by Vietnam. A statement on China's Foreign Ministry website says the drilling operations near the Paracel Islands fall within China's, quote, sovereignty and jurisdiction. It accuses Vietnam of acting aggressively towards Chinese personnel by, quote, illegally and forcefully disrupting work and ramming Chinese boats 1,400 times. A Vietnamese fishing boat sank near the rig on May 26. On Friday, Vietnam released footage showing a large Chinese ship chasing and ramming the fishing boat. Tensions over the oil rig sparked of violent anti-Chinese riots in Vietnam last month. China claims nearly all of the South China Sea, conflicting with claims by Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, Vietnam, and the Philippines. At least 28 die as Pakistan's security forces clashed with militants who stormed into Karachi airport armed with grenades and suicide vests. The attack began late Sunday, when the gunmen entered from two sides of the airport. Smoke was seen billowing from the airport as militants clashed with airport security, backed by police, paramilitary squads, and elite commandos. 3 huge blasts followed as suicide bombers detonated explosives. A government spokesman says the military called in additional troops as gunfire resumes several hours after the initial attack that killed at least 24 people. The Pakistani Taliban claims responsibility for the attack, saying it was retaliation for the death of their leader Hakimullah Masood, who was killed in a U.S. drone strike in November. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important stories or events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 3, 2 gunmen kill a civilian and 2 police officers in Las Vegas Monday. The gunmen then turned their guns on themselves in what police describe as a suicide pact. The 2 officers were having lunch when they were shot and robbed of their weapons and ammunition. The attackers then exchanged fire with a civilian at a nearby Walmart store. At number 9, tennis star Rafael Nadal won his 9th French Open and 14th Grand Slam title Sunday, beating Novak Djokovic. The victory makes him the first man to win 5 Roland Garros crowns in a row, recording 66 wins and only 1 defeat. On the women's front, Maria Sharapova defeated Romania's Simona Halep on Saturday. It's Sharapova's 5th Grand Slam title. And at number 10, the secretive Central Intelligence Agency or CIA jumps into the world of social media with its official Twitter and Facebook accounts. Its first post on Twitter: "We can neither confirm nor deny that this is our first tweet." Within 2 hours of its first tweet, the CIA gets at least 90,000 retweets and at least 115,000 followers. 24 hours later, it has over 500,000 followers. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. After dominating the world of boxing and entertaining public service, Manny Pacquiao now turns to professional basketball. Pacquiao is named head coach of the Kia Colombian Autocar Corporation in the Philippine Basketball Association or PBA. Kia is one of 3 new teams entering the PBA in its 40th season, which will start on October 19. Pacquiao says his modest short-term goal for the team is not to be an embarrassment. The Sarangani representative is also preparing for his next bout on November 23. It will collide with a PBA season-opening Philippine Cup Conference. Pacquiao stresses everything will be a matter of time management. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter that gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel and your vote comes down to the Mood Navigator in the middle of the front page, which crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories with the most clicks. Many stories on our Mood Navigator today have to do with the pork barrel corruption scandal. Here we see the story: Supreme Court asked to order return of 6.2 billion in misuse funds. 81% of readers voted happy. And this other story, Jinggoy jail time before Aquino Sona, 70% of readers voted happy. But the biggest story for today is Senator Bong Revilla's privilege speech. In the full text of his speech, 72% of readers voted happy. This mixture of votes on the Mood Navigator all contributed to the mood of the day. Today, most people are angry. That's Rappler's newscast for today, Monday, June 9, 2014. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Paterno Esmaquel. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.